using LDN, ultra-low dosed LDN in patients taking opioids, is there an optimal duration between them taking LDN and taking the pain pill?
I just say it needs to be separated by a half an hour, at least if they're using ULDN and then their opioid or like a tramadol that has central nervous system opioid-like activity. There's not a whole lot of guidance on that, but I found in general, if they're able, and a lot of that work just comes from doctors like Ginevra Liptan, who have a ton of patients who are on opioids, that she has, done this work for years in finagling it, and it depends on their sensitivity. But usually it's 30 minutes to an hour of separation. If they're usually TID or QID dosing an opioid, and then we're BID dosing the ULDN, I'll just have them do it a half an hour before 2 of their doses and have it scheduled, because these are pain patients who literally are on the clock. They get their meds 4 hours on the clock, so it's much easier that we say, okay, 30 minutes before this dose, take this for compliance.
More broadly, in terms of any known specific interactions or clear contraindications for LDN, is there
the main thing is, we always say long-acting opioids like MS-Contin, things like that.
So the big one is obviously all opioid drugs. There is a discussion about PRN dosing versus chronic dosing versus long-acting. We're seeing a lot more methadone patients show up for chronic use for pain control, not methadone maintenance program for opioid addiction. And so those patients are on a 3-time-a-day schedule. That is a dramatic shift in their pain presentation as well as that blockade. And if we get the dose wrong with our LDN patient to those chronic opioids, you lose pain control for anywhere from 2 days to 5 days. And if you have a high-dose opioid patient who's chronic, then you could actually have something called narcotic collapse, which is its own serious life-threatening sort of scenario. So that's where we're clear indication or contraindication. What we're also concerned about is this new sort of group of buprenorphine patients, because that is a wickedly powerful narcotic drug, and now we're starting to see it in some of these illicit drug utilization in recreational drugs of sufentanil and carfentanil. So we have to be aware that those drugs are out there. And so sometimes that questionnaire is like, hey, do you do party drugs? Because that can be pretty traumatic for these patients.